Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Tom, a middle school librarian for Glen Ellen Public Library. The census counts every person living in the United States. It tells the people in charge how much money to give us for important things like schools, hospitals, and the roads we drive on. The Glen Ellen Public Library is trying to help everyone count themselves, their family members, friends, and neighbors, so government leaders can make our communities better over the next 10 years. Ask your grown-up to visit my2020census.gov and respond today. Complete your census before the clock runs out. Cinderella will share why it's important for everyone to answer on time. Speaking of which, let's welcome our special guest now.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you this morning. I know we are all stuck inside, but we're still going to find some ways to have fun. Now, my kingdom is actually doing a census as well. Censuses are very important. The king actually did one to find all of the eligible maidens in the kingdom when he sent out the invitations for the ball. So it's just how everybody in the kingdom is counted. And if your name and your census is not filled out, we won't know you're here. And we want to know the names of every wonderful person in the kingdom. So make sure you're filling out your census. You never know. You might get an invitation to a royal ball one day. But we are going to read a story together this morning. It is my story. Maybe you've heard of it. If not, please cozy up with something warm, maybe a hot cocoa drink. I know it's a snowy morning. And let's get started, okay? All right. So once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a widowed gentleman and his lovely daughter, Ella. That's me. You see, I have golden hair, and my eyes are as blue as forget-me-nots. Forget-me-nots are little flowers, by the way. But you see, my father was kind and devoted, and he gave me everything that my heart could desire. But he felt that I needed a mother, so he married again, choosing for his wife a woman who had 2 daughters. And their names, maybe you know their names, were Anastasia and Drusilla. So, my father died, unfortunately, and my stepmother's true nature was revealed. You see, she was only interested in her mean, selfish daughters. Oh, my stepmother gave me a little room in the attic and old rags to wear and all of the housework to do. Maybe you do some housework too, but I had to do all of the housework. And soon everybody was calling me Cinderella because when I cleaned the fireplace, I got covered in soot and cinders. But I had many friends. You see, the old horse and Bruno the dog loved me. Oh, and the mice loved me too. And I protected them from my stepmother's nasty cat, Lucifer. 2 of my favorite mice were Gus Gus and Jack. You see, I made sure that they were kind to everyone, even to Lucifer, but Lucifer took advantage of my kindness. Lucifer liked to get me in trouble too, and one morning he chased Gus Gus onto Anastasia's breakfast tray. She screamed and she blamed me. "Come here," my stepmother said to me. "The windows, wash them, then scrub the terrace, sweep the halls, and of course, there's the laundry." Oh, well, you see, in another part of the kingdom, the king was worrying about his son. You see, it's high time he married and settled down, he told the Grand Duke. "But sire," said the Grand Duke, "we must be patient." "No buts about it," shouted the king. "We will have a ball tonight, and it will be very romantic. Send out the invitations." And they did, but first, they had to have a census. You see, when the invitation arrived, my stepmother announced, "There's a ball in honor of the prince, and every eligible maiden is eligible to attend." "Well, that means I can go too," I said. "Well, I see no reason why you can't," my stepmother replied with a sly smile. "If you get your work done, and if you can find something suitable to wear." Oh, you see, I had my hope fixed on an old party dress that belonged to my mother's, but Anastasia and Drusilla wanted me to help them instead. My stepmother kept me busy too. I worked hard all day long. Oh, I wanted to go to the ball so bad. And when I finally returned to my little room in the attic, it was almost time to leave, and my dress wasn't even ready. But the loyal mice, oh, my friends, managed to find ribbons and sashes and ruffles and bows. They had well, you see, mice are actually really good at sewing. They had sewn them into a party dress, and it looked absolutely beautiful. My stepsisters shrieked, though, when they saw me. "That's my ribbon, and that's my sash," they said, and they tore my dress to shreds. "Well, come along now, girls," said my stepmother, and they left me behind and went to the ball. Well, I was so upset. I ran into the garden and I just wept and wept. But suddenly, a hush fell over the garden and a cloud of light began to twinkle and glow all around me. "Come now, dearie, dry those tears," said a gentle voice. And then a small woman appeared in the cloud. "Well, you can't go to the ball looking like that. What in the world did I do with my magic wand?" "Magic wand," I gasped. "Well, then you must be." "Well, your fairy godmother," the woman replied, pulling a magic wand out of thin air. "And the first thing that you're going to need is a pumpkin." And in a cloud of sparkles that floated across the garden, a pumpkin rose up and swelled into an elegant coach. Oh, and the mice, they turned into horses, and the old horse became a coachman, and Bruno the dog became a footman. "Well, hop in, my dear," said the woman. But my dress." And the fairy godmother looked at me. Good heavens! With a wave of her magic wand, she turned my rags into an exquisite gown. And on my feet, well, maybe you know, there were tiny glass slippers. Now, my godmother said, "You only have until midnight. At the stroke of 12, the spell will be broken and everything will be as it was before." Well, I promised to leave on time. You see, I wasn't going to disappoint her. And then under a shower of magic sparkles, I stepped into the coach and I was swept away to the palace. Oh, the prince. You see, the prince didn't leave my side all night. We danced every dance together. And as the lights dimmed and sweet music floated out into the summer night, I heard the clock. It began to chime. "Oh, goodness, it's midnight. Goodbye," I said. And I ran out of the castle as fast as I could. The prince was yelling, "Wait, come back. I don't even know your name." I didn't even tell him my name. But I didn't have any time. I hurried down the palace steps. In my haste, I lost one of my glass slippers, but I had no time to pick it up. I leapt into my coach, and as soon as we went through the gate, the magic was broken. And I found myself standing on the side of the road, dressed in my old rags. But on my foot, I still wore a glass slipper. Oh, my coachman was an old horse again, and my footman was Bruno the dog, and my coach was a hollow pumpkin, and my horses, well, they were just my 4 mouse friends, and they looked sadly at me. So we all hurried home. Well, you see, we had to be back before the others returned from the ball because they couldn't know. But the next day, my stepmother told the girls that the Grand Duke was coming to see us. He's been hunting all night for that girl, the one who lost her slipper. That girl shall be the prince's bride. And I smiled, and I hummed, and I waltzed. You see, I knew the tune that had been playing all evening, and I was singing it. But my stepmother heard me, and she became suspicious. So she locked me in my room. But Gus and Jack had a plan to help me, while Anastasia and Rosella tried to squeeze their big feet into that little glass slipper. The 2 mice snuck up the attic, and they brought the key that they had stolen from my stepmother's pocket. And they unlocked the door. And while I rushed downstairs as fast as I could to try on that glass slipper, "May I try it on?" I asked. But my wicked stepmother fumed. She tripped the footman who was holding the glass slipper, and it fell to the floor, and it broke into 1,000 pieces. But you see, I reached into my back pocket. "I have the other slipper," I said. and I put it on my foot, and it fit perfectly. And from that moment on, everything was just a dream come true. You see, I went off to the palace with the king and the happy Grand Duke. The prince was overjoyed to see me. Oh, and we were soon married. And in my happiness, I hadn't forgot about my animal friends. You see, they all moved into the castle with me. Everyone in the kingdom was so delighted about the prince and me. And guess what? We are living very happily ever after. The end. I see we have some chats. Let me look here. Oh, hello, Madeline and Emma. I'm so happy that I'm your favorite princess. There are so many wonderful princesses. They're also very kind. But I hope you all liked my story. Does anyone have any questions that they would like to chat about? If you do, you can write them right now and I can answer. We'll give you some time. Where is the prince? The prince is doing his royal duties today. You see, we are also stuck inside in our castle here, so he's got lots and lots of people to help out, especially in the hospital. So he is busy. He's in the other room though. Do you want me to tell him hi for you? Lila says hi. Hi, Lila. Leah, she wants to know what your favorite food is. Oh, so actually, my favorite food is a snack. It's pumpkin seeds. Do you like pumpkin seeds? And I didn't even know I liked pumpkin seeds until I picked up the pumpkin and we brought it home and we roasted them that night and they were so good. Hi, Madeline. What's my favorite color? Oh, it's blue. I love blue. Marie, do you have any other dresses? I do, but this is the only ball gown I really wear. You see, I'm not that fancy. I wasn't born a princess. But I learned to be a princess. But you know what? Sometimes I just like to wear my old cleaning gown and still help out around the castle. You don't always have to be dressed all fancy, but I thought I would get dressed up for you. Let's see. I am not wearing my glass slippers. I'm barefoot. I don't walk around my home in my slippers. You like blue too? Oh, and Elsa does too. Yes. Elsa's in Arendelle today. She loves blue. Elsa's so sweet and very talented. I've seen what she can do with ice. Wow. Hello, Haley. Thank you so much. Oh, we can sing together. Do you know my favorite song, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes? It goes like this. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Oh, Emma, I love that you love pink and violet. Let's see, she wants to know if you're friends with the other. Oh yes, I am friends with the other princesses. You see, sometimes Elsa invites us all over and we have princess dinners, and that's actually where I did my princess training. Oh, hello. Oh, you have 3 dolls. That's so exciting. I bet you're having fun playing with your dolls. I know we all have to remember to find the fun, especially with our families. Oh, Jack, I love the color blue too. Well, all of my friends, I would love to do something with you before we go. I must go help out the prince too. There's a lot to be done today. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Emma. I bet you all have beautiful voices too. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Charlie. I am social distancing too. You see, it's how we're going to keep most of the kingdom safe, but there are still things that we can do for others even when we're inside. Like I've been helping out making masks for those who are sick and staying inside too. So even if you're inside, you can still help out. Thank you, Scarlett. All right, my friends, I would love to make a wish with you all before we go. I want everyone to close their eyes, and I want you to think of one thing, maybe something that you're gonna do after our social distancing is over, but I want you to make a big wish, and I'm gonna tell my fairy godmother to look out for it. Now close your eyes, make a big wish, because wishes do come true, my friends. Very good. You played the herald in your play. Oh, Harper, that's so exciting. I hope you all continue to play dress up and with your dolls around the house. Make sure you're reading lots of books. That's how you stay really smart. But my friends, I love you all so much. This has been so much fun. Bye, Rebecca. Bye, Colleen. We love you. You all take care, okay? Bye. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, that was absolutely wonderful. We're so grateful that Cinderella took the time to film this and that she's practicing proper social distance, as we should all be. This program was made possible in part by a grant from the Rails Library System in cooperation with the Illinois Department of Human Services. Grown-ups, if you should have any questions about the census, please email us at reference@gepl.org. We hope you enjoyed the show and mark your calendar for the next session, which will be held this Saturday, April 18th at 11 o'clock in the morning when we meet Elsa again. Take care and be safe. See you next time.